What will tomorrow look like? Our world is at its limits, and yet we all want more. And why not? Why shouldn't the future be brighter than today? But where will it come from? Simple. Our tiny planet sits in a vast sea of resources, including millions of asteroids bathed in the sun's free energy 24 hours a day. The same rocks that could fall from our skies also contain everything we could ever need, both out there and down here. It's time someone seized the opportunity. Deep Space Industries. Deep Space is a new kind of company with a new kind of plan. We don't build rockets, we don't do astronomy. We are explorers and harvesters, makers and suppliers. As they say, timing is everything, and for space, right now is that time. In fact, some of the planet's most successful people are placing their bets on this new frontier. Meanwhile, NASA and others are planning new missions to the Moon and Mars, and new space facilities in free space, joining the billions of dollars worth of communication satellites already in orbit. And as they reach beyond Earth orbit, Deep Space Industries will be there with the fuel, air, and materials they need to succeed and grow. DSI has assembled an international team of well-known experts and young innovators who are building our space legacy and creating new technologies and approaches to open the frontier. We will develop and prove ourselves in 3 areas: exploring and prospecting for asteroids, harvesting and returning asteroid materials, processing those materials for use in space and on Earth. Our early systems will be small and largely off-the-shelf components re-engineered for deep space. We will hitch rides on much larger missions with multiple ways to get into space, where our job really begins. With mission costs so low, we will be able to attract commercial sponsors and build fleets of vehicles to assure our success. Early markets will be satellites in need of fuel, government outposts and commercial facilities, and missions between the Earth and the Moon. As we gain experience and develop our systems, we will grow them as the frontier grows, so that when the time comes, DSI will be ready. We will be the gas station, the oasis for air and water, and the building supply center for the frontier. This is a long game, perhaps the longest ever. While we'll earn our way, the long goal is to create a better future for all of us through space resources. When the first asteroid is mined, Deep Space will be there. When the first space power plants come online, Deep Space will be there. When the first space colonies are built, Deep Space will be there. We can have it all. We can have an amazing future. The resources of space will lead to a renaissance both in space and back here on our precious Mother Earth. We are Deep Space. The frontier is coming, and our time is now.
But one day, I think it'll be possible to drastically alter conditions on Mars, perhaps using space-borne mirrors to supply warmth and power. With perfectly foreseeable technology, much more could become possible. If we could erect giant domes made of glass and plastic to block out the radiation, inside them we could enrich the atmosphere. 500 years from now, which really is a very short time indeed, I think Mars will have its own language, its own currency, its own cuisine. Although I'll bet you'll still be able to get a hamburger somewhere. But it's clear that as the universe continues to age, even advances like these will not be enough to guarantee humanity's existence for a very long time.